It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. First and 10, Warner. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Henry again on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A first down carry for Henry. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a first and 10 from the 10. Running left, it's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Here's second and 10. Now Warner. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now a first down throw. Warner to the right side and complete to Jefferson. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now Warner. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It'll be Warner on first down. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. To throw, Warner. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Here's Warner. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Warner. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Out of the gun, here's Warner. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Let's go. 30. I hope you got your rest, because I'm about to take you to school.
A give to Henry. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
And this is going to be a Titans 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in his 1st half.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was brought down by big Levi Onwuzurike.
On 2nd down, Evans looking for space. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now Tannehill.
You know they pay me.
They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. On first down, it's Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They run on first down with Henry, but the hole evaporates quickly as he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Let's go. Ooh, it is. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Play action. It's Tannehill. On the move to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Warner to throw. And that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Warner from the gun. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this one is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you...
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, as the first half is winding down. And the Titans would extend their lead here just before halftime. Now the try here for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. Throwing on 1st down. Warner going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 39. Gay's kick is good. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one will be accepted. After the penalty, it's Henry. 95 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd and 9. Again, it's Henry. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Warner. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw on 2nd down. Warner going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Warner. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
3 straight incompletions. They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
56. Mike, 56.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 112 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Defense wins championships, baby. Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Derrick Henry. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Right. Let's see it. Check safety.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowed them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Well, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Warner going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And in for the Lions touchdown. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry powering forward, shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. The handoff, running left, Henry. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll try the left side. Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 29-yard line. A big gain there on 3rd and long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
A give running right is Evans.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Focus, defense, focus.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That makes things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Titans are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
Now the try here for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away. When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Tannehill.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The Titans on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Henry. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick is good. And they will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Warner. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
It's sad they pay me. I do this for free.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll begin on the ground here with Evans. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for it with Evans.
And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Titans.
Darrington Evans,
His 4th touchdown on the year.
and the Titans add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because There are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On first down, Warner. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Throwing on first down, Warner. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here, because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Tennessee, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to